Chosen ones, this unexpected pain is proof you're chosen. There are times when life feels like it suddenly shifts beneath your feet. Moments when the weight of existence presses in on your chest, and you cannot quite understand why you are experiencing such heaviness. These moments are not random. They are not without reason. When unexpected pain strikes your life, when you wake up to challenges that you did not plan for, when everything you thought was stable suddenly begins to tremble, it is a sign. It is a marker of destiny whispering into your reality. Pain, in its unexpected form, is not a punishment for the chosen ones. It is proof. It is proof that you are aligned with something greater than yourself, that you are walking a path that others cannot see. You have been entrusted with a journey that requires growth, awakening, and transformation. The unexpected pain is the universe's way of shaping you, refining you, and reminding you of the strength that only chosen ones carry. Chosen ones, before we go deeper into this message, I want to encourage you to stay with me until the end of this video. There is something important for your spirit here. And in this moment, I want to invite you to be part of an act of energy and intention. In the comments, write your warmest wishes and the number 66. This is a chapter about wishes coming true and energizing the universe. When you leave those words, you are not just typing letters and numbers. You are declaring alignment, activating resonance, and planting seeds of manifestation. Your words carry energy, and when you release them with sincerity, they move into the unseen dimensions and begin to shape your reality. Let this be a declaration of your hope, your healing, and your future opening. Chosen ones, this unexpected pain is proof you're chosen. It is proof because the ordinary do not face the extraordinary fires of transformation. The ordinary pass through life without ever touching the edges of mystery or the depths of growth. But you, chosen one, you are given the rare assignment of being reshaped, often in ways that you do not ask for. That pain that comes without warning, it breaks something open within you. It forces you to see life differently. It forces you to release the illusions that once held you, the comforts that no longer serve you, and the attachments that keep you small. The unexpected pain you feel is a teacher, and although it speaks in sharp tones and moves through you like fire, it leaves behind clarity, resilience, and a heart that knows its worth. There are moments when the chosen ones ask, "Why me? Why must this path be so heavy? Why must my days be filled with burdens that others seem to escape? Why do I feel isolated in my suffering?" The answer is hidden in the nature of the chosen. To be chosen is to be set apart. To be chosen is to walk a road that few can understand. If your life were easy, if no pain ever touched you, you would not awaken. You would not rise. You would not see. Pain is not the enemy of the chosen. It is the messenger. It comes to remind you that you carry a strength that will only reveal itself under pressure. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined through fire, and the chosen are shaped by unexpected pain. This pain can arrive through loss. Sometimes the chosen are stripped of relationships that once defined them. Sometimes the chosen are placed in seasons of loneliness where every voice seems far away. Sometimes the chosen are taken through storms of betrayal, disappointment, or heartbreak. Other times, the pain is not in people but in circumstances. Dreams delayed, doors closed, opportunities taken away just when they seemed near. And still other times the pain is inward. Anxiety rising in the night, thoughts that cannot be silenced, a body that feels the weight of exhaustion. Yet in every form, the unexpected pain is not without meaning. It carves something within you. It prepares you to carry the mantle of your purpose. Chosen ones, notice how pain awakens you to truths you once ignored. Notice how it forces you to question, to examine, to release illusions. Notice how it cracks the walls of the comfort zone that tried to hold you. If you had never faced unexpected pain, you might have stayed in places that were too small for your spirit. You might have settled for a life that was less than the greatness written into your name. Pain comes not to destroy you, but to elevate you. It pushes you toward dimensions of strength, resilience, and wisdom that comfort could never give. Sometimes chosen ones confuse pain with abandonment. You may feel abandoned by life, abandoned by destiny, or even abandoned by the very force that called you chosen. But chosen ones, hear this. Pain is not abandonment. Pain is the opposite. Pain is the evidence that you are being worked on. Pain is the evidence that you are not being ignored. The sculptor only chisels the stone that is destined to become something beautiful. The fire only touches the gold that is meant to shine. The unexpected pain is proof that you are being shaped, not forgotten. It is proof that you are not ordinary. It is proof that there is purpose in your existence. The chosen ones are often misunderstood because others do not see the unseen weight they carry. To those around you, your pain may look like bad luck, misfortune, or unnecessary struggle. But you know something deeper is happening. You know that this unexpected pain is not random. You know that it carries within it a message. Even when you cannot fully interpret the message, even when all you feel is the heaviness, deep down your soul knows, this is not meaningless. This is not empty. This is proof. Chosen ones understand that unexpected pain is also a preparation. Every assignment that destiny gives comes with a level of preparation that is unseen by the world. If your purpose is to carry light into darkness, then you must first know what darkness feels like. If your purpose is to heal, then you must first walk through wounds. If your purpose is to inspire, then you must first know the taste of despair. Pain is the training ground for the chosen. It teaches you empathy. It gives you vision. It sharpens your sensitivity. Without it, you could never fully step into the work you are destined to do. There will be nights when the pain feels unbearable. There will be mornings when you do not want to rise. There will be days when tears become the only language your soul can speak. In those moments, remind yourself, this is proof. This is not punishment. This is not random suffering. This is the mark of one who has been entrusted with more. And though the chosen may bend, they do not break. Though they may fall, they rise again. Though they may feel the sharpness of unexpected pain, they carry within them the unshakable truth that they are chosen. Chosen ones, unexpected pain often comes before unexpected elevation. When the pain arrives suddenly, know that change is near. The deeper the pain, the greater the transformation waiting on the other side. The more unexpected the challenge, the more powerful the shift that follows. You are being stretched, expanded, pulled into new dimensions of yourself. Do not run from the pain. Do not numb it away. Do not silence its voice. Instead, lean into it. Ask it what it has come to teach you. Ask it what illusions it has come to break. Ask it what new strength it has come to awaken. Your unexpected pain is a doorway. Behind it lies a self you have not yet met. Behind it lies opportunities you cannot yet see. Behind it lies the power that was always within you but hidden under layers of comfort, fear, or doubt. To step into this new self, to access this hidden strength, you must pass through the doorway of pain. And while the world may run from it, chosen ones face it. They face it because they know it is proof. Proof of growth, proof of calling, proof of destiny, proof that the hand of the unseen has touched their lives. Chosen ones, your story is not over. This pain is not the final chapter. This pain is the turning point. It is the evidence that something is shifting. It is the storm before the clearing skies. It is the breaking before the breakthrough. Do not mistake it for the end. It is the beginning of a new unfolding. And though it hurts, though it feels heavy, it is guiding you into alignment with what was always meant to be yours. Chosen ones, this unexpected pain is proof you're chosen. You may wonder why your path feels different from others. You may notice how some seem to walk through life without heavy storms, while your steps are marked with trials you did not ask for. This difference is not a curse. It is a sign. It is the mark of one who has been set apart, not for ordinary living, but for extraordinary purpose. The chosen are not called into ease, they are called into depth, and depth is born only through pain. Unexpected pain enters like a storm, unannounced, uninvited, and overwhelming. Yet when it leaves behind transformation that no calm season could ever offer. When the chosen ones look back, they realize that every breaking moment held within it a seed of awakening. The betrayal that shattered your trust became the soil where discernment grew. The rejection that stung your soul became the fire that taught you your worth. The sudden loss that felt unbearable carved out space within you for compassion and strength. Pain comes disguised as an enemy, but chosen ones, it is your ally. It forces you to step out of illusions. It demands that you grow, and it ensures that you are never trapped in a life too small for your destiny. Unexpected pain is the whisper of the universe saying, "Rise higher. You are meant for more." The chosen must understand that their pain is not always visible to others. People may never know the silent battles you fight in your mind. They may never see the nights when you cry alone. They may never witness the courage it takes to get out of bed when your heart feels heavy. To others, your pain may seem invisible, but the unseen is what defines the chosen. You are not chosen because the world validates you. You are chosen because the unseen realm marked you. And because you are marked, pain is permitted to touch you, not to destroy you, but to shape you into who you were always meant to become. Chosen ones, pain also teaches patience. In a world that rushes, that demands instant answers and immediate gratification, unexpected pain slows you down. It forces you to wait, to endure, to breathe through seasons of uncertainty. You may not understand the delays. You may not understand why the answer has not yet come. But in the waiting, your soul grows roots. In the waiting, your spirit learns stillness. In the waiting, you discover that you are not defined by speed, but by depth. And when the breakthrough arrives, you will carry a maturity that those who never waited will never know. Pain slows you down so that destiny can catch up to you. When the chosen suffer, it often feels personal. The pain feels as though it has singled you out. But chosen ones, remember this: the storms of your life are not random. They are specific. They are crafted to shape your unique path. Your pain is not a copy of another's pain because your purpose is not a copy of another's purpose. Each wound you carry is preparing you for the weight of what you are meant to hold. Each scar is a signature that proves you endured, and each tear is a seed that waters the future you are destined to see. The unexpected pain you endure has meaning that your spirit will understand long before your mind does. Chosen ones, pain often isolates you. It separates you from the crowd. Suddenly, you no longer fit where you used to belong. The conversations that once entertained you now feel shallow. The company that once surrounded you now feels distant. Pain shifts your perspective, and in doing so, it shifts your relationships. This is not loss without purpose. This is alignment. Pain removes those who cannot walk with you into the next season. It empties your circle so that the right connections, the right opportunities, and the right energy can enter. Though it hurts to let go, remember, pain clears space for destiny. The unexpected pain you carry is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. Weakness would not attract such pressure. Weakness would not be entrusted with such trials. The fact that you face pain is evidence that you have the capacity to endure it. You may feel like breaking, but chosen ones, you are built to bend without shattering. You are built to withstand storms that others would not survive. This resilience is not accidental. It was placed in you because your life is not ordinary. Your story carries a weight, a message, a light that must be preserved through the fire of pain. And when you emerge, you will not just survive, you will shine. Chosen ones, understand that unexpected pain often arrives right before unexpected blessings. The moment of breaking often precedes the moment of breakthrough. Just when you feel like you cannot endure another wave, a shift begins. Pain is often loudest just before the silence of peace enters. Do not give up in the moment of intensity. It is the very sign that transformation is near. Your greatest elevation is often hidden in your greatest pain. When everything seems to be collapsing, know that it is collapsing so that something stronger, truer, and more aligned can rise in its place. Chosen ones, unexpected pain awakens hidden parts of you. There is a strength inside you that you do not see when everything is easy. There is wisdom inside you that does not awaken in comfort. There is creativity, vision, and power that only pain can call forth. The chosen are often surprised at their own resilience. You may look back and wonder how you survived certain seasons. You may wonder how you kept walking when everything in you wanted to stop. This is the mystery of the chosen. Your spirit carries a reservoir of strength that is activated only when pain strikes. This hidden power is part of the proof that you are chosen. Pain also teaches chosen ones to trust themselves. In the silence of suffering, you learn to listen to your own inner voice. In the absence of external validation, you discover the power of self-belief. Pain strips away the need for approval, because when you have survived the fire, you no longer need others to confirm your worth. The chosen ones emerge from pain with a quiet confidence, a confidence that is not loud, but unshakable. You know who you are, not because others told you, but because pain revealed it to you. This kind of knowing cannot be taken away. It is carved into your spirit by the very trials that tried to break you. Chosen ones never forget. Pain is temporary, but its lessons are eternal. The nights of crying do not last forever. The heaviness eventually lifts. The darkness eventually fades. But what you become in the process, that remains. The clarity, the strength, the compassion, the wisdom, these are eternal gifts given to those who endure. Pain is a season, not a life sentence, and when it passes, you will see that it was not your enemy. It was the very proof that you were always chosen. Chosen ones, this unexpected pain is proof you're chosen. The deeper you go into your journey, the more you begin to see that pain is not something that just visits you once. It is woven into the very path of those who are called. This is why you often feel like your life does not mirror the ease you see in others. While some walk without turbulence, your steps carry storms. While others remain unshaken, your ground trembles. Do not envy them, chosen one, for what you carry within you requires shaping that they will never understand. Your unexpected pain is not a mistake. It is a mark. It is destiny carving you into the version of yourself that can hold the weight of the purpose you were born for. You may notice how pain does not announce itself. It comes uninvited, shifting the rhythm of your life in a moment. One day you feel stable. The next day you feel as if the world has collapsed. This suddenness is what makes it so difficult to endure. But chosen ones, do not forget that this very disruption is proof. It is evidence that you are not meant to stay in still waters too long. You are meant to evolve, to shift, to expand. Pain, with its sharp edges and heavy presence, is the force that pushes you out of where you have been and pulls you into where you are meant to go. It is not an intruder. It is a guide. Chosen ones, many ask why their lives seem to cycle through suffering, as if peace is always short-lived. This repetition is not without meaning. It is not that you are cursed. It is not that life is against you. It is that you are chosen, and chosen souls must pass through layers of refining. Each wave of pain strips away another illusion, another attachment, another distraction. Each storm you endure leaves you more aligned, more awake, more capable of carrying your calling. While others may live untouched by these depths, their lives remain shallow. But yours, chosen one, is deepened by every moment of unexpected pain, sculpted by every wound, and awakened by every tear. The chosen ones often feel like outsiders in their pain. When you try to explain what you carry, words fail. Others may look at you with confusion. They cannot see the invisible weight. They cannot feel the inner battle. And so you walk alone through valleys that few even know exist. But do not despair in your isolation, for this is also proof. It proves that your journey is unique. It proves that your inner world is vast. It proves that your pain is not wasted, but designed to expand you beyond what others can imagine. Solitude in suffering is not abandonment. It is preparation. Pain is not always external. Sometimes it is the silence that hurts the most. The silence of waiting for answers that seem delayed. The silence of prayers that feel unheard. The silence of nights where no one calls, no one checks, no one notices. This silence, though heavy, is also a teacher. It teaches you to hear what others cannot hear. It forces you to listen inward. It creates space for your own spirit to speak. And in that space, chosen ones, you discover truths that no external voice could ever give you. The silence is painful, but it is also proof. Proof that you are being drawn away from noise so you can hear what is eternal. Chosen ones, unexpected pain also breaks attachments. You may not realize how tightly you cling to certain people, dreams, or identities until pain tears them away. At first, it feels cruel. It feels like loss without meaning. But later, you begin to see that what was removed was never meant to define you. Pain removes so that destiny can replace. Pain ends so that purpose can begin. Every ending birthed by pain carries within it the possibility of a greater beginning. And though your heart aches as you release what once was, your spirit knows that this emptiness is space for what is to come. The chosen are refined again and again because their role is not ordinary. To carry light, you must know darkness. To speak life, you must know the silence of despair. To inspire, you must know what it feels like to nearly give up. Pain gives you authority in the unseen. It equips you with a voice that carries weight because it is born from truth. Others may speak of strength, but you will speak as one who has lived through storms. Others may speak of resilience, but you will embody it. Pain gives the chosen authenticity, and authenticity is power. Sometimes the chosen confuse pain with failure. You may think that because things have broken, you have failed. You may look at delays as signs that you are behind. But chosen ones, pain is not failure. Pain is refinement. Pain is the hidden curriculum of your destiny. It is the lesson plan written into your story, not to mark you as weak, but to prove your endurance. Every closed door, every sudden loss, every invisible wound is not a sign of your defeat. It is proof that you are being trained for more. The chosen do not fail when they feel pain. They are being elevated. Chosen ones, let your pain teach you presence. Too often, we run from the moment. We distract ourselves. We numb ourselves. We deny what we feel. But chosen ones are called to face their pain directly. When you sit with your pain, you begin to see it for what it truly is, a mirror. It shows you where you are wounded. It shows you what you must release. It shows you what you are ready to outgrow. Pain is not a wall. It is a mirror reflecting back the areas of your soul that long to heal. And when you allow yourself to see clearly, healing begins. Chosen ones, this unexpected pain is not random. It is orchestrated with intention. It arrives in the exact season it is needed. It touches the exact place it must touch. And though it feels like chaos, it is precise. It is a surgical force, removing what cannot remain, reshaping what must evolve, and awakening what was asleep. If you look at it only through the eyes of fear, it will feel cruel. But if you look through the eyes of destiny, you will see that it is proof. Proof that you are not forgotten. Proof that you are not ordinary. Proof that you are chosen. The chosen ones will always rise after pain. It may take time, but the rise is certain. For the pain that tried to break you has, instead, built you. The fire that tried to consume you has refined you. The storm that tried to drown you has taught you how to walk on waves. And though you carry scars, those scars are proof of survival. They are not signs of defeat. They are reminders that you endured what others could not. They are your proof. Chosen ones, this unexpected pain is proof you're chosen. You may not realize it while you are in the middle of it, but there is something powerful about being pressed, stretched, and tested by circumstances you never expected. The chosen life is not designed to be soft and effortless. It is designed to carve you into someone who carries weight, vision, and wisdom that cannot be shaken. Every moment of unexpected pain is a sign that you are walking a path that others are not called to walk. This pain is not punishment. It is refinement. It is not rejection. It is redirection. It is not the end. It is preparation. Chosen ones, your pain is proof. There are times when pain feels like an interruption, like life has gone off course. But chosen ones, pain is not an interruption. It is part of the course. It is woven into the very fabric of your journey, because without it, you would never unlock the fullness of who you are meant to be. Pain has a way of reaching into the deepest corners of your being, places that joy and comfort never touch. It presses you until you see yourself clearly, until you see the illusions you once lived in, until you confront the fears you tried to hide. Pain is raw, it is unfiltered, and it is relentless. But it is the tool destiny uses to shape the chosen. Chosen ones, the truth is that you carry an assignment greater than what comfort could prepare you for. If everything in your life came easy, you would not grow. If every dream unfolded without delay, you would never learn patience. If every person who entered your life stayed, you would never learn to stand alone. Your unexpected pain is not a setback. It is a necessary initiation. You are being trained in silence, shaped in storms, and prepared in shadows. And though you may not see the full picture now, later you will look back and realize that every painful step was part of a perfect alignment. Pain often exposes hidden strength. Chosen ones, you may think you know your limits, but pain shows you that your limits are not where you thought they were. You may think you cannot endure one more day, but then another day passes and you are still standing. You may believe that your heart cannot carry another weight, but then another weight is placed on you and you rise under it. This resilience is not accidental. It is evidence. Evidence that you are chosen. Evidence that you are stronger than you realized. Evidence that you are being molded into someone who will carry light into places others could not survive. Chosen ones, unexpected pain also teaches detachment. It reveals what you have clung to too tightly. Sometimes you discover that you depended on people who could not stay. Sometimes you see that you relied too much on circumstances that could not last. Sometimes you notice that your identity was tied to roles, titles, or situations that were never meant to define you forever. Pain shakes those attachments loose. It removes what was temporary so that you can stand on what is eternal. Though the process hurts, it is proof that you are being called higher. You are not meant to be anchored to what fades. You are meant to rise into what lasts. Chosen ones, detachment is not the end. It is the beginning of freedom. What pain takes from you, it replaces with clarity. What it strips away, it does so only to lift you higher. Every release, every letting go, every breaking point is a silent invitation to rise into what cannot be shaken, what cannot be lost, what cannot be taken. And though your heart may ache in the moment, soon you will see that pain did not come to empty you. It came to prepare you for fullness beyond what you once imagined.